Hi, today is April 15th, 2020, and I'm looking for clarification on the reading that I did before the very last reading, which was on the GOP. I wanted to look and get more clarity on, see if I couldn't today, on what looked like Melania, the Queen of Pentacles, and something to do with legal issues that come up regarding her. I tend to keep getting that I feel like at some point she will divorce Trump, be looking to do that, and probably before the money's all gone. But I just want to see what we can get. So let's go. Okay, we ask ancestors and spirit, truth, and justice. For clarification regarding my reading with Trump's last straw, whether that's Melania, we get some clarity, please. It's a beautiful day here. I'm in Northern California by the coast. Let's get clarity on that. Clarity on Melania, Trump's last straw. Clarity on that. Clarity on Trump's last straw. Clarity on Trump's last straw. Just a little quick shuffle. Okay. I'm going to start with this as being current, and this as being near future, or like the next phase. So present, next phase. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I think she's going to look for a divorce. There is something here regarding where it's getting too much for her, and she's very worried about his behavior, her future, I think, and especially the only reason why she married Trump, which was to have a lifestyle. And judgment will be coming down. And she's concerned about these judgments and concerned about what it means for her. And she's looking, I believe, overseas. She's looking at possibly business that was done overseas. I don't know if what her name is tied into, or if what he's done with regard to, I don't know, using her in any means or capacity. But I'm sure that any monies that, it wouldn't surprise me, of course, if there was details. And some of my subscribers have said that, or one of my subscribers has said that Melania has questions, there's questions about her and funds from the campaign. So I'm sure there's just a bunch of stuff they haven't scraped up yet because of how many, just the sheer volume of criminality with this presidency. It's not a presidency, though. It's just an obscenity. Okay. So it looks like once things start to go more in a direct legal, when they're looking to, like they're going to really have to face the legal issues, and there's no, I feel like she's going to be getting that itch before things become completely unglued. So you see here a lot of worry and anxiety, sleeplessness. She's sweating it. And I think he is too. They all are, because they know that the judgment is yet to, is coming down. They're starting to get the call, so to speak. When that angel blows this trumpet, it's like the beginning. It is an initiation. It is a start of looking at what one has done and what is one accountable for. And it's the overseas stuff that seems to make her, the overseas business that seemingly has a strong place in her mind. This is like, yeah, their business is overseas. So we're looking overseas. And lots of money laundering. Ivanka's done money laundering. I know that there was an article, a really great article I read months ago, about her in the Middle East and this building that using real estate for money laundering, basically, with Saudi persons and businesses. So it was so illegal. It's like, I don't know why. They have to be looking at that. I will include a link to that article in the description box so you can check it out. But this, I feel like, is speaking to me of certainly the screws kind of coming down tighter with regard to being held accountable legally for overseas interaction. And I'm thinking potentially also Trump should be watching out for I would also like to do a reading on his crimes against humanity. That will go to The Hague. I think it should, absolutely, especially with what he's done to the lives and those that have died in his camps at the border. So this is the most criminal. He's just diabolical. So this to me feels like, again, there's judgment coming. They're worried about it. They're worried about their activities overseas. And there is wanting to hold on to basic stability or basics so that they're not completely and entirely broke. But what I see for what would make sense to me regarding Melania in the future is a decision to break away, to take whatever little bit she can get and go. New start for her. New start for her. But the financial aspect of her life looks very tight. Looks very tight. Like just, but of course, I don't know, maybe what she would need to survive on would the rest of us could quite easily. But for somebody like her who's used to this, all this upkeep of her kidneys and cough, cough, certain things, is a certain lifestyle she wants to maintain. So I think she's going to look to get out with what she can. And I think, and I've always seen her leaving, I think going over to Europe, going elsewhere. Don't see with regard to her staying. I also think this is a nod also to the foolishness of what they've been doing business-wise overseas, and it catching up to them. And she's wanting to escape, I believe, from accountability herself. She's wanting to get out and cut her connection, I think, before her connection to Trump drags her all the way down to the bottom completely. But I think she's done some very foolish things that might not make that entirely so easy for her to do. Let's pull a few extra cards. The Ten of Pentacles, money, 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 family money, and needing help, charities. So we're looking at charities. Maybe it is the connection to monies that were put through charities that they've used like their personal banking account. So I do think that there is something most definitely, and it's no small bit of money either. It's a lot of money. And I feel like it's donations, and I feel like it's his campaign, their slush fund, their rally, probably from their rallies as well, just their collective fund where people have donated. Something stinks there, not surprisingly. So this has to do with that money. Looking at it, and looking at, I believe, kind of taking it apart and looking at what they did with it. Like one would call perhaps financial forensics over on that. So this family is going to be in a lot of trouble. And even if she divorces him, I think there's going to be, I don't know that she's going to necessarily just waltz away like she would like to. I think there's going to be some questions that they're going to put to her they want answered. And she's going to be all about saving her own skin. I think that's when I think his children, his 3 kids that always come and help to throw smoke bombs and deflect and will become combative and involved in this too. I think that this will bring up, the back of their, you're going to see them going after and defending their dad with regard to this, because that's more money they won't have for themselves. And this family, I'm going to tell you, I've been shown that they are going to be taken to the cleaners at the end of the day. It's just the sheer mountain of litigation and the costs of their business and the lack that they won't be able to probably do their little money laundering real estate activity. So they're going to be hurting, and they will come out just in really bad shape. That's what I get. So I do think Melania will be looking to divorce him, issues with her and finances are really going to be that last straw. I think, and I think she's going to want to leave before she can't get any money for herself to get out of Dodge. That's what I think we've got here. So I'll leave it there, and we'll take another look as time progresses and see if we can't sharpen the context. But that is what I'm getting. I'm getting it again. So, yeah. They're wanting to keep control of stuff, that they're trying to block stuff off from being firmly examined. Okay. Just remember, folks, each day is another day closer to them not being here.